Hey everyone, today we are going to make an explosion book or a wow book or a squash book. It's all the same thing. So let's get started. These are so much fun to do. So I have three pieces of cardstock that are 7 by 7 inches. I'm going to fold each one in half and then turn it and fold it in half again the other way. Do that for all three. Now I'm going to fold each one the opposite direction so that my folds are very supple. Now we are going to fold one diagonal. Really nice and crisp. We're going to back fold it so that it is, again, very supple. And you're going to fold that diagonal on each of the three pieces. Be sure to only fold one diagonal on each of the three. Then we're going to line them up and glue them on like this to create the base of our explosion. You can glue it with something like Scotch Create, or you can even use some permanent double-sided tape, which is quick, or heavy-duty book tape. So I have book tape on here, and what I'm going to do is with my diagonal going up and down, I'm going to put this square on this square with my diagonal going up and down. And you want to put it just inside the fold or the crease of the fold so that it doesn't bulk up and you still have that flexibility. Okay. Then you're going to do the same thing over here. This one is going to go right here. All right. Adhere that one down just inside those folds. Okay. So now my diagonal, my diagonal, my diagonal, and my whole book is together. Now, to fold it up, what we're going to do is we're going to take this edge and we're going to fold it in so that these two become mountains. We're going to fold it down and crease it really nice. So that's the first part of our explosion. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. This one is going to come in. So these are coming in. This one is coming in. And I'm going to crease that one really nicely along the edge and right down the middle. Now, I have those two mountain folds. This fold is going to go the opposite direction, so it is going to be two valley folds right in the middle. And we're just going to squish it together and then crease it really nicely. And there we have the base of our explosion or wow fold or squash book. Okay, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same. Okay, so now we're just going to put that one off to the side and we're going to build our book covers. Okay, if you want to make it a hard cover. It is, if this was 7 inches, then this, your hardcover is 3 3/4 inches around. And then we're going to cover that. I have some handmade paper that I'm going to make it out of. And I've got this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip that off, but not too far from the corner, just a little bit, just like that. And snip those corners, okay? Then we're gonna glue this, and this down. I'm gonna put glue on here. I'm gonna use glue for this. I'm gonna adhere this. I love Scotch Create. It's my favorite glue stick. And I'm going to go ahead and put that down in the middle, right there. Super. Okay. And this. Okay. Right there. Right there. So I'm going to fold it up and over. Fold it up and over. And I'm going to get nice rounded corners. I'm going to put that right in there. There's one. Okay, oops. Oops, a little bit more glue. There we go. And glue that right down. Okay, so now I've got my front and back. And the edge of this, the back side, is going to be my inside backing. So it's going to cover that and be just enough like that. So it will be really good. But I want to tie my back to, I want to put a ribbon in so that I can tie it together. So I'm going to put a ribbon on the back, and I'm going to put it in before I do this, okay, before I put it on. So I've got a nice piece of ribbon, and I'm going to adhere that right there. My ribbon goes right straight across. Then what I'm going to do is put my glue on here, like this. And the ribbon is going to be in the back so that it ties nicely in the front. So I'm going to put that right down on there. Glue this one. Now that it is all glued together, I have this ready so I can tie it like that. I can tie it right together. And it keeps my explosion book contained. You could also have your ribbon go straight across on the back, same as we did here on the diagonal, and then tie it together. So it's just two different preferences, and you can use any size that you want. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to add a center. There are 3.5 by 3.5. This I cut these out of 6.5 by 6.5 squares and cut them into 4s. So I got the 4 squares here, 6 squares here, which then when glued in, I have a nice little base for them. Like that. When we cut our triangles, we need to cut just a little snick off the edge. There we go. Glue them all in. Place the last triangle. Fold it all up. Then design and decorate your insides however you want. Happy creating, Miss Amy.